And we're back to our normal schedule. Today is a Tuesday and I feel like talking.
Yes.
Nope. Babe.
Yeah.
Have you seen my elbow pad?
Did you look in the drawer?
Yeah, I don't see it.
Did you actually move stuff?
Found it. Got it. Okay, got it. This is my elbow sleeve. Goes on your arm like this, and there's a little pad right there for your elbow. I used to wear this when I would dance a lot. Now that I have this, I have to do a lot of different moves. I have to do slide moves or slippery moves because I can't take the impact. My injury just won't allow it. But I didn't always have this because I had this other elbow pad. It was this big, white, cushiony elbow pad. And I used to do a lot of moves and tricks on it. Well, not a lot. I only had maybe 1 or 2 moves. But it was kind of like my thing. I wore it all the time. But that's not what I have now. And what I used to have, I don't have it anymore either. But I have to say, and I have to be really honest, it took me a really long time to get rid of that elbow pad. Usually it's easy for me to get rid of things, but for some reason, I couldn't let go of this. I held on to this elbow pad for a very, very long time, and I held on to it even when I wasn't able to use it because I have a back injury, so I'm not really able to do all those moves that I once did. So there really was no point in holding on to that elbow pad. Why was it so hard for me to let go of it? Why was it so hard to get rid of it? And a lot of it was because, well, that elbow pad, it meant something to me. It had a lot of emotional significance to it, but it also reminded me of somebody that I once was. It reminded me that I was a somebody. Now, what I want to say is that I don't think that I'm the only one that does this. Although it took me a very long time to get rid of this, a lot of other people do the same thing. Not only holding on to stuff, but holding on to ideas of who they once were. As the wise philosopher Winnie the Pooh once said, to get to where you're going, you have to walk away from where you've been. Is that what he says? Sometimes we're not here because we're still there, and it's very difficult to move forward when you're only looking back. I couldn't let it go, I couldn't throw it out, because a huge part of me couldn't let go of who I used to be. But the problem with that is that I couldn't embrace who I was becoming or who I've grown to be because I was constantly, continually looking back, going back to this identity that I thought that I was. And the truth is, I'm not who I once was, and neither are you. Whoa, try it again. Got it. To get to where you're going, you have to walk away from where you've been. Is that what he says? Something like that.
Hey, stop doing that. Just say it.
I don't even know that's what he says.
That is what he says.
Okay, sorry.
Don't be like, I don't. Just stick with it.
That's going in there, just so you know.